Hey guys, I know everyone's been wanting a lot of videos on updates about the miniature Chrysler, so I thought this would be one. It's a little late. It's about 10 o'clock right now where I'm at in Columbia, and I'm filming on top of a small kind of berm here that looks over the rest of the city, or at least part of the town. That's Main Street right down there. And what I'm going to be doing actually is I'm going to actually be placing a camera down over there where that tunnel is. You can see a little bit of that culvert sticking out of that mound. But right now I've got to just kind of get like a what of ambience, what it sounds like. So I do have it hooked up to an actual speed controller this time. This is being supplied the actual proper voltage to. The siren ranges from a voltage of about, I'd say 5 volts to get about half RPM, but it needs a lot of current to get there, especially with the massive impellers in there spinning around. So right now I have it at idle, just kind of sitting there, just idling away. It's not really doing too much. You can hear a slight kind of growl from it. So there's looking at it. Down the throats. Probably can just barely see that rotor spinning in there. Probably not very well. So it is idling right now. I'll go ahead and I'll idle it up so you kind of hear what it sounds like. Currently, with my current setup, the dog bone joint is not lined up properly on it, so it does scrape a lot, but it does have a bit of almost like, actually a bit of like an engine sound to it because of that joint, if you listen to it. That was unanticipated, but it sounds good. It's kind of interesting. But I'll go ahead and I'll show you what I got going on with that. So right now, got a little speed controller. Here's this little PWM speed controller, just for modulating the motor speed, so I can kind of attenuate the pitch. And then it's hooked up just to a 12-volt power supply. This is my Ryobi inverter that I use for relying my sirens, and then just a 12-volt 2-amp wall wart that it just runs through to the siren. So this is still on the test bench. This is not the final by any means. This is basically just to test out the functional rotating assembly. And I do have a video coming out soon that'll be about the engine noisemaker. It's an engine sound module. I went away from the idea of modeling the 331 Hemi firepower that's in this siren. Just mainly because it's way too difficult. It's like trying to do an entire model in and of itself. So it was just not really worth my time. So I've mainly focused on making it actually have an engine noise, which is, I think, more interesting. So we'll go ahead and go idle it up a little bit. Let's hope that joint doesn't just fly apart. It looks like it's about to. If it does, I'll just pause the video and do it over. There, that's about full speed. It's very, very loud. It's not that bad from behind it, but once you get in front of it, I actually could give it a little bit more. There, that's full speed, 12 volts. Let's bring it back down to idle. That joint just really wants to fly apart. Alright, so now we're back down to idle speed. The joint is working properly though. You can see those shafts are nowhere near aligned properly. So I am pleased that the joint is working properly. One of the problems that I did notice though is that since this part of the compressor section actually isn't glued together yet, this back plate and the center section, as well as this front plate that houses the rotor, this section is not glued together yet, and when it's actually spun up to the full operating RPM, the pressure, the static pressure from the compressors actually blows the sections apart. So it probably could be significantly louder than what it is right now, because I'm getting a lot of blow-by. I actually can feel... Probably can't, well, it's not going to illustrate very well in the video. Actually, you can feel the air leaking by this gap that's along this side, because there is a significant amount of back pressure that's coming from this, which was the intention. I'll see if I can get a bit of a distance recording. I'll try that right now, of course with no actual video, because you're not going to be able to see anything, because I don't have a tripod or anything to hold this phone. This is just recorded with my Pixel. So I'll go ahead and I'll see if I can get a distance recording. There's going to be a bit of a gap in the video because I will have to run to the siren to spool it up again and then run back. But yeah, let's see what it sounds like from a distance. Alright, so here we go with the distance recording. Please excuse the brief time where you won't actually hear anything. I will have to run back and forth to the phone. Had to cut a little short there, the joint exploded. But I was expecting that to happen. Can't really handle the torque from it just being loose like the way it is. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Leave some comments, let me know what you guys think. Glad to have you guys along for the ride on this project. It's been a lot of fun so far, and more to follow.